welcome to another edition of Wrestling COE. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with the third wheel, Rick Serrano III.
Hey, people.
And our intern, Miguel Cole.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
So no Mimi Goody today because she is busy cooking. She's cooking a turkey. This is our Thanksgiving special, episode number 44. We are coming off of Survivor Series. We're coming off of NXT TakeOver Toronto. And, of course, WWE Raw. We're not going to cover SmackDown because it was already covered. You covered it already.
Yes, I did.
All righty. So before we go into the whole hoopla, we're going to go and go over the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Rick.
All right, and before we do that, let's go over some birthdays. Yahoo! Our first birthday of the week, Brie Bella turns 33 years old.
Brie, really?
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute. Shouldn't Nikki Bella be 33 too?
Wait. You're skipping ahead, Tony.
Or is she like a minute or two older?
Nikki Bella turns 33 in a minute.
Oh, gee. So she's the older one.
I'm just guessing right there. But yes, the Bella twins turned 33 years old.
Wow. That's young. I thought that, honestly, I'm going to catch a lot of heat for this. But I seriously thought they were older.
You know, because they've been around for a long time.
They have.
They've come a long way because the Bella twins were not popular when they first came.
No. I mean, we went through a lot with them. And, I mean, you know, even Nikki's boob job we went through. So, you know, so, I mean, it's dang, at 33. Wow. Don't I feel dumb? Go ahead. All
right, we have Alpha turned 74 years old.
Yeah, I saw that. He's still trying to promote his wrestling school in Pennsylvania.
I mean, just look at the results he got.
I know, right? Jeez.
You just got to be related to him and you're in.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a easy school to go through, though. I tell you that much.
No. That raw chicken, they'll be hard to swallow.
Wow.
Well, we got Beth Phoenix turns 36 years old.
Wow, really?
Yeah, she's only 3 years older than the Bellas.
Exactly.
Shocking.
It is. And, you know, I mean, she retired early, you know, because she had the Brie Bella syndrome. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to settle down, have a family, start a family, have some kids, and da-da-da. And she did with Edge, Adam Copeland. So there's a good team right there. So.
And our last birthday, Johnny Valiant turned 70 years old.
Wow, really? The Boogie Woogie Man.
Yes,
Johnny
sir.
Valiant. He was one of my favorites, too, growing up when I was a kid with the long beard and coming out to ZZ Top and stuff like that. And he was so awesome. Awesome. He was I don't want to sound racist, but he was a white version of Junkyard Dog.
All right.
Right? He was a white version of, you know what I'm saying? Lordy Lord. All right, so go ahead. Wait. He's 76?
70.
Oh, 70. I thought you said 76. My goodness gracious. Well, happy birthday, Boogie Woogie Man. Oh, Jesus.
All right, are we good now?
Yeah.
Let's get into the wrestling news from around the world. If you thought we were done talking about the Bellas, boy, are you wrong. As the WWE has created a new YouTube channel called The Bella Twins, where the Bellas will talk about fashion, they'll talk about traveling, they'll talk about fitness, their relationships, and health.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
On YouTube?
On YouTube.
I'm surprised they ain't doing Facebook Live with them. Jeez.
Hey, they have 23 million followers on Facebook and Instagram.
Just the Bellas?
Just the Bellas.
Wow. Oh, boy. Well, you know what? I might as well follow them, so they'll have 23 million and one. Wow.
Well, we both missed Lana and Rusev last week on Raw deeply, and it's because of the passing of Rusev's grandmother. Prime Monday. That's why they weren't there.
Yeah, I saw that. I think Lana posted something on her Twitter account saying about Mama Rusev or something like that. And, so, sad prayers. Our condolences.
Yep, go out to you, Rusev family. And it's been a short news week, our last bit of news. Scott Steiner is upset he is not in WWE 2K17 video game. He said via Twitter, a handful of guys beat Goldberg, but I'm the only one not in the game. I would beat that bald-headed bastard in the virtual world also. Maybe Goldberg didn't want me in the game because he couldn't handle getting beat in 2 different worlds.
Seriously?
Goldberg has nothing to do with the game, bro.
Exactly. You know, what are you talking about? You know what, Scott Steiner? Why don't you just go buy the game and create yourself?
that would be good.
And there you go. You'll be in the video game.
Wait, you know what?
What's that?
Scott Steiner?
Mm-hmm.
Stop being preposterous!
Oh, it's back! It's back! No! It's back! No, hold the phone. Stop! Time out. It's not preposterous. No! No! Yes! All right, well, let's go over to the rumors. Obviously, if you haven't seen Survivor Series yet, well, I don't know what the hell you were doing, but at least you're listening to the show. So I'm going to spoil something a little bit, and it kind of happened already, so my rumors actually came out to be true. But it was different. This is a different type of rumor. Rumor has it, the whole Brock Lesnar and Goldberg fight had a lot to do with Brock Lesnar. Apparently, Brock Lesnar convinced Goldberg to, you know what? You know, basically the conversation went that Brock Lesnar told Goldberg, hey, listen, we're getting a lot of hype for this. You know what? Why don't we keep going? You know? So Goldberg's original contract was a one and done. So basically, he was supposed to lose at Survivor Series. But Brock Lesnar convinced Goldberg to let's do it again. Look how much hype we got. You know what I'm saying? So in order for the hype to become more, the results is what happened at Survivor Series. So now, obviously, if you saw Monday Night Raw, you see that Goldberg came out and he puts himself into the Royal Rumble match in San Antonio, is it? I think, something like that. So, but that's the rumor behind it. So I don't know if that part of it has something to do with it. I think it did. You know, we'll go over Survivor Series in a minute, but wow. I think that's true, to be honest with you. You know, especially, and then you see what happened on Raw. It's like, oh yeah, that's got to be true.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what do you think? I mean, that was just, I was a little hyped for it, a little bit hyped. I mean, just a little bit, not much.
I gotta admit, I lost it a little bit. I was a little excited. I was like, oh my God, what just happened?
I think a lot of people was, because let me tell you something, man. If they wanted people to talk about this match, they sure as hell accomplished that feat. Because let me tell you something, man. I was just in shock. But that's all I got for rumors. We'll talk about that coming up in a little bit after the NXT TakeOver Toronto, NTT, as Mimi would say. So what do we got for injuries?
All right, well, if you watched Survivor Series, then you would have seen this. Shane McMahon was going for coast to coast. He gets speared by Roman Reigns, and his head smacked that mat like a crash test dummy going through a car window. It was so bad.
Yeah.
There's no official injury report yet. But he got knocked silly.
He got hit hard, and you know what? I'm gonna put a stop to this before it gets even further. Already on the internet, the IWC, which I can't stand, they're saying that it was Roman's fault, and it wasn't. It wasn't Roman's fault. You know, it's something that Shane himself called for that spot, Roman knows how to do a spear. You know, if he's not a professional in the ring, he would not be in this match. He would not be in a WWE period. He'd still be trying to harness his craft as a wrestler in the indie leagues, you know? So don't blame Roman. Had nothing to do with him. I looked at that spear over and over again, and he hit him exactly where he needed to hit him. And it was just a bad bump. It's, you know, what a lot of people don't understand is that in wrestling, all it takes is a millisecond of either a missed move or something to happen, and that move is just done. It's wrong. You could take it wrong. Something could happen. You know, anything can happen. And what everybody needs to understand is that, and I'm talking as a wrestling point of view, is that we're not out there to really hurt somebody. You know, we're trying to protect them as much as we can, and you know, we're trying to give everybody a good show. So I'm going to give more of my thoughts and opinions on what happened at that time. Now, did you see the video where, actually it was during Survivor Series too, where Orton went over to Shane's kids to console him,
nice.
let him know that,
crazy.
you know, he broke character. And,
he did.
you know, he was like, don't worry about it, your dad's okay. Your dad's
But
fine.
you know,
So
the one thing I didn't like about the way they handled Shane, they did not handle him like an EMT or
you know,
Dr. Soulson.
Mimi said the same thing. She goes, you know what? If it was that serious, they would not have been walking with him like that. Yeah, you know, she said that, you know, they could have, you know, they should have been putting him on the stretcher, you know, putting that neck
Absolutely.
brace on him and stuff like that, which, you know, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm not in the medical field to know that, you know, I don't know what happened. You know, I mean, that was a rough bump. You know, he hit the back of his head. Concussion, I'm pretty damn sure that's what happened, is that he really did get a concussion. So, you know, that's how Shane is.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's all we have for the injuries. When we come back from commercial break, we're going to go over NXT TakeOver Toronto NTT. But before you do that, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We're the Wrestling POV Podcast crew, guys. Make sure you follow us and subscribe. Like our pages. Do it now. We're going to commercial break.
Calvary Contracting is locally owned family business that takes pride in working on a higher standard, specializing in kitchen and bathroom remodeling. Check us out before you plan your next home or office project. For more information about our services, log on to calvaryservice.com. You can also like us on Facebook at Calvary Contracting. Give us a call at 518-669-6583. That's 518-669-6583. How can we serve you?
Hi fans, this is Adrian Strait and you're listening to POD Podcast.
And we are back. All right, so now we're going to go over the NXT TakeOver Toronto. Overall, I really loved NXT. It lives up to the hype, man. And I'm telling you right now, if you've never seen an NXT live in itself, I'm telling you, they throw such a good show. I seen them in Washington Avenue Armory in Albany, New York. And I'm telling you, it was Finn Balor was the champion at that time. No, I'm sorry. Kevin Owens was champion at the time. And I'm telling you, they just threw a good show. Oh, my God. And the hype is there, you know, watching Enzo and Cass at that time. Oh, my God, they blew the building up. You know, that I knew right away. I was like, oh, yeah, they're going up. So, all right, so let's go back to NXT TakeOver Toronto. The first match, it was Bobby Roode versus Ty Dillinger. Winner, Bobby Roode, of course. Glorious. Let me tell you something. His entrances are hysterical. I loved it. It's like, I don't know. It's weird, you know. It's nothing I've really seen in a long time.
Mr. Tony, it's very simple. His entrances, they are glorious.
I just think it's funny, you know, because I mean, oh man, it's a cross, I guess, between the Ravishing Rick Rude,
of course,
and I mean, like Ric Flair-esque, I guess. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying that he's like them or he's imitating them. That's just what I see. I think Bobby Roode's gonna go places, man.
for the longest, I thought Bobby Roode was related to Rick Rude. Ever since his TNA days, I was like, wow, that's Rick Rude's son?
You know what they do look like now that you're mentioning that.
They do look alike, man.
Yeah, so... But the match was good. I dug the match. Ty Dillinger, let me tell you something. He's came a long way. And I didn't even know he worked a couple matches for the WWE back in the day.
Oh, he did?
No, I didn't know that. I did not know that. So must have been not that important.
Well, he's definitely taken over, though. I mean, his 10 chant is going crazy in the universe.
Oh, God, yeah. And I think he... the thing is, he's not a main eventer, though. You know what I'm saying? He's at max. He's mid-cardish.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
At max. I'm not hating on him. I think it's a good thing that he's doing. He's got a good gimmick going on, and everybody's loving it. But he's not main event.
So you're saying he's a 5?
Yeah, he's about a 5. So, oh my. All right, so the next match is Authors of Pain versus TM61. One of the stipulations was to have Paul Ellering up in the cage in the Shark Tank above the ring. Ellering did that once before. Long time. I think it was a Starrcade, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. Was it Starrcade?
A long time ago.
A very long time ago. You know what? A lot of people's got to give Paul Ellering credit where credit is due.
Absolutely.
When he manages a team, he makes a team. I don't give a damn what you say. Between the Road Warriors, look what he did with them. He was the voice of the Road Warriors, and he's going to be the voice of these guys. He has been. I just want a lot of people to start respecting him. When he first came out, everybody said, "Who are you? Who are you?" Excuse me. Know your wrestling history, man. He is he is a legend in front of you, and you're gonna disrespect him like that. Disrespect him any way you want because he's a heel, but don't ever say, "Who are you?" You better get the hell away from me with that. But you know what I'm saying? But I think also, and this is just me. I'm just speculating. Paul Ellering's daughter is training in NXT. I don't know if you know that.
Wow.
Yes,
interesting.
his daughter is training. She hasn't done a match yet. I don't think she has. She might have maybe done a dark match, maybe. I'm not sure, but I know she's definitely training in NXT. So, that could be the reason why Paul Ellering is back. To maybe inspire his daughter to, push ahead and make it to TV. Who knows? Yeah. I don't know. But, all right, back to the match. The match was good. I liked the match. I am impressed with TM61. To me, they look plain, though. Don't they? I'm trying not to judge, because, you look at the other tag team, the Revival. They're plain, too, but they're exciting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly. But the TM61, they just look too plainish to me. It's like overhyped jobbers, I guess. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is no disrespect, but I was rooting for Authors of Pain. I was like, come on, man, beat these chumps up already, man. Shoot. So, I mean, the match was good, but winners, Authors of Pain. We predicted that they would win.
Absolutely. I mean, come on.
So they win the Dusty Rhodes Classic Tournament. So good for them. Now, to me, coming up next, it was probably the match of the night. The match that took over even Survivor Series itself. The Revival versus Gargano and Ciampa for the NXT Tag Team Championship.
Oh, my God.
Holy cow, man. It was, Mimi did not sit down throughout the whole match. She didn't. She was just so nervous and scared. I was, woman, sit down. No, but she didn't. She was up throughout that whole match because it was so intense. And it's like I said, you look at somebody like the Revival. Do you think that they could do a match like that? No, but they can, and that's why they stand out. But
and, like Ciampa, man, he is just so vicious.
He is.
And he got the look of a psycho.
A psycho, yeah. He belongs in Sanity, to be honest. Yeah. So, new tag team champions, Gargano and Ciampa. Again, we predicted that too.
Yep.
So look at that, 3 for 3. It was a good match though, and I tell you, I like the ending. The one thing I was so impressed with this match is that they told a story from beginning to end. From beginning to end. And that's
all
what
you can ask for.
Yeah, don't go in there, granted, you look at somebody like a Braun Strowman, his story is he's going to, crush you, so that's different. These guys, all four of them, told a story in that ring all the way up to the end. I mean, the end was I loved how they did that. It was so perfect. So, new champions, Gargano and Ciampa.
Revival to SmackDown?
I would like to see them in SmackDown. And I'm telling you, a good match with them would be either with the Usos or, with American Alpha. I don't want to see them with Rhino and Heath Slater, to be honest. That's a whole different, segment, I guess. But, you want a good wrestling match, put them in there with American Alphas. Guaranteed you're going to have a really good tag team match.
And, we've had that a bunch of times in NXT, but you know what the WWE is going to do? They're going to put them with the hype bros.
Oh, no. Please, God, no. Don't. I mean, but look at American Alpha now, too. Weren't they? They were just getting a little bit of a push, weren't they? And all of a sudden, that went downhill. I honestly think that there was some old timers there, some veterans that probably like, hey, don't be giving them no push. You ain't give me no push yet. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of put that in the back burner. I don't know. I mean, if it's hot, if it's available, just run with it. They did with James Ellsworth. And look at him. And they're riding that thing till, Jesus, it's charcoal black. All right, for the NXT Women's title, Asuka versus Mickie James. Asuka wins. She retains the title. We pretty much predicted that too. Yep. So 4 for 4. I wasn't too impressed with the match. I just wish there was more hype for it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And there wasn't no hype. Mickie James, I loved Mickie James since her time in WWE. She's a master of the mind games, which, I think that's why they put her in this match. I don't know, maybe to get Asuka, more accustomed to, fighting a veteran, because she does wrestle a lot of guys, or girls, women, that are on her level. But she's never wrestled a veteran like a Mickie James. So maybe that's why they did it. I'm not sure. But I wasn't too impressed with this match.
Now, Triple H is denying that Mickie James was the second option. And they were saying that the first option was Trish, obviously. Because Trish is from Toronto.
Yep.
And that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of thinking Mickie James was the second option.
Yeah, she was. I mean, come on. I mean, especially what happened in Survivor Series. No, like I said, we'll talk about that, in a few minutes. But no, I totally agree with you. I mean, come on, she's pregnant, right, Trish? That's why she couldn't do it. She's pregnant, right? Yeah. So, all right, sorry, Mickie James, and you're my girl, but you lost. All right, the main event: Shinsuke Nakamura versus Samoa Joe. I ain't gonna lie. New champion Samoa Joe. We got that wrong. We all got it wrong. But this match, it was okay, but it wasn't better than the first.
No.
Obviously, this is going to be a third match. I don't see Samoa Joe or Shinsuke Nakamura coming up anytime soon. Because we got, one more month? About a month and a half? 2 months? For Royal Rumble. Unless they make it a dead issue by the end of the year, I don't know. This is a tough call because everybody's speculating which one is going to go up to the main roster. I'm thinking it's Samoa Joe. I still think it's Samoa Joe.
I mean, it has to be Samoa Joe. You can't keep him in NXT anymore.
No, I mean, right now he's riding the wave, and that's good. But, dude, you belong on the main roster. You belong on the main...
He needs his WrestleMania moment.
He does.
It has to happen.
But it's like I said, I don't know. Like I said, they got about 2 months left before the Royal Rumble. to squash this feud with him and Shinsuke Nakamura. I think Shinsuke needs to stay down in NXT for a little bit long. I'm you know what? I think till after WrestleMania, if they want to bring him up, bring him up. You know what I'm saying? That way they can really start developing a lot of the guys there. Actually, Bobby Roode, he could be your next NXT champion. You know, push him way to the top. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like they don't got talent that can main event. They have it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, have Samoa Joe lose that belt. Come Royal Rumble time, bring him up. Put him in that Royal Rumble match. You know what I'm saying? And then after WrestleMania, bring up Shinsuke Nakamura. Have him lose to Bobby Roode. You know, after WrestleMania, you know, you got the NXT. There's a new thing now. It's called the NXT call-ups. Bring him up. Bring Shinsuke. I'm telling you, he'll change the whole dynamic of that roster. He will. I mean, you see every pay-per-view, NXT pay-per-views, his elaborate entrances. It's like, you know, it's weird. It's like, but you gotta watch it. You know what I'm saying? So that was the NXT TakeOver Toronto. As Mimi says, it is the NTT. What's wrong with that woman? Why she does that? So I thought it was overall a really good pay-per-view. They did not disappoint. We'll just see what happens next, I guess.
I mean, you know, like what happens with NXT after these takeovers, they slow down a lot.
They do.
Because they tell their stories are really, really slow, but the end, this final chapter, you're just like, wow.
And so, you know what? It's a long, drawn out. Yeah, it does work. It does work. And I like it. You know what I'm saying? I really do like it. But, you know, like I said, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I predict Samoa Joe coming up first, and I think Shinsuke Nakamura needs to stay there a little bit longer, not too much longer. He is creeping up in age like Finn Balor, so they got to bring him up. They got to bring him up really, really soon and really, really fast. So I think, you know, have Samoa Joe come up by the Rumble, and then have Shinsuke come up after Mania. I think that's probably their best bet because that's, about 4 months, right? I think Mania is in April or March.
Yep.
April. Yeah, so you're giving Shinsuke another 4 months after that. You know, take it from there. So.
And you know, it wouldn't be bad to have Samoa Joe up by the Rumble because then Finn Balor would come back in the Rumble and you can have a little spot with them.
Ooh, yeah, hell yeah, yeah. Actually, nothing on Finn Balor. Speaking of,
you know, I have a feeling that. Because talks have died down. He hasn't been on Instagram or Twitter as much.
I noticed.
I honestly think he's starting to come up soon. I think they're pushing for the Royal Rumble, so people can forget about him.
Yeah.
So that when the Royal Rumble comes, it's gonna go crazy.
I hope the WWE don't ruin it by teasing it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, rumors are going around that Finn Balor, he's gonna make it in a row. Shut up. I don't want to know that. All right. So now on to Survivor Series. First match.
This is one of my favorite pay-per-views of all time, the Survivor Series.
Yeah.
All right.
Old school.
Pre-show match, we got TJ Perkins, Rich Swann, and Noam Dar versus Drew Gulak, Tony Nese, and Daivari.
Yep.
The good guys won.
The good guys won. I was about to say, yeah. The good guys won.
And then we had Kane versus Luke Harper.
Yeah. It was I don't know. Why that match?
Well, from what they said was, this is Kane's 18th straight Survivor Series record.
That's right. Yes.
So that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
But Luke Harper with the suicide dive, and then he flips a sunset flip over the ropes.
Yeah.
This guy is good.
He is.
Oh my God.
I think he needs to get in his own storyline though.
He does.
You know,
like last time he did well.
He did. He was IC champ.
Yeah.
You know, might as well. Shoot.
He has more championships than Bray.
Oh, that's messed up. That's true though.
And Kane ends up winning. As sluggish and slow as he looked in this match, he won. Yeah. All right, so the main card, we have Team Raw versus Team SmackDown Women Edition.
Yep.
This match, it was crazy.
It was crazy. Now, let me ask you a question. The whole angle with Nikki, with all of a sudden she got injured in the back, and then just so happened that Natty was there. I'll take it for the team. I know I'm the coach, but put me in. I'll go in. It's like, oh, really? As soon as I saw her show up, I was like, oh, I forgot that it's in Toronto, and they're going to put her in.
Yep.
They're going to put her in. And what did we talk about earlier in an NXT, how they were trying to get Trish Stratus because she's from Toronto. And I should have saw it coming with Natty, and nothing against Natalya, but come on, really? I mean, but you know what? Honestly, good. I'm glad it happened. Seriously, I'm glad it happened. You know why? Because all the champions that fought that night, they were the team captains. How come Becky Lynch was not the team captain?
Exactly what I've been arguing this whole time. Come on.
I wasn't listening. No, I'm kidding. No, but you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are saying that. So, good.
Yeah.
Glad. But overall, it was a good match. I dug it. I didn't, Nia Jax, come on, girl. I'm rooting for you, but you shouldn't have put on that Raw shirt.
No, she shouldn't have, man.
Do like Bray did. At least, loop it through something or hang it off. Or wear it as a bandana. I don't know. Put it on your wrist or something, but that you really had to put it on. But I'm pretty sure it's not her fault. Don't blame her. The people in the back, I'm pretty sure were like, put on your shirt. You're Raw. And, okay.
Unless she decided to put on the shirt and everybody was afraid to tell her that you should take that off.
I know, right?
What you say?
What you say? I'll sit on you.
So we had a couple of good spots in here. Nia Jax tapped out. Natalya had a sit down powerbomb.
Yeah.
But at the end, it was Becky Lynch against Charlotte and Bayley ends up taking out Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Pinning another champion.
Yeah.
And Team Raw wins, and Charlotte attacks Bayley after the match.
Now, just remember this part, okay? Because then when we go over Raw, it's going to lead into that. Now, they did all this making Bayley really strong, in my opinion. You don't think so? You think so?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think so.
So I really do think, all right, good. All right, give that push to Bayley. Something different, instead of nothing against Sasha Banks, but, all right, now it's Bayley's turn. What happened on Raw? You know what I'm saying? I mean, granted, she came out to help her, but it's like, oh, come on. Sasha Banks, I mean, was she, I forgot, but was she supposed to get a rematch? Or I thought she had one.
They said it that she was supposed to get it, but
she never did because
hold off.
Yeah, because of the Survivor. Oh Lord. Anywho, but that was just my complaint about it. Is that they made her look strong, and then on Raw they made Sasha Banks look strong. It's like, I don't know. It's just a whole weird thing going. Instead of doing a program with Nia Jax, maybe, they're mixing all of them together.
Yeah.
They could have a couple storylines and separate it instead of bringing all of them together. It's like, oh, boy. But, yeah, so, I mean, yeah, Bayley pins Becky Lynch, and then I love Charlotte, though. She's such a good heel. She freaking sneaks attack and attacks Bayley. And, yeah, I loved it. I loved it. You didn't like it?
No, man. It's just like, I'm right enough with Charlotte. I get it. She's the bad mamma jamma,
but what she's doing is okay. Put it this way.
I get it.
Put it this way. I'm gonna give you a little wrestling 101. When the New Day were heels, you hated them because why? They were doing the same thing over and over. Correct or no?
Yes.
With Charlotte, she changes it up all the time. You know what I'm saying? Her main catchphrase is peasants, which I think is hilarious, but she knows when and how to use it. Unlike New Day, it's like when they do that stupid thing, who, it's predictable. You know what I'm saying? But then you look at, Charlotte, you don't know what she's going to say. So that's what makes you hate her more. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, shut up, you little, bitch. I guess, but I'm saying, but but that's what I love about Charlotte is that she has, and even her facial features match what she's saying. I love it.
Yeah, you know what it is? She's what's the word? She's what's that word? Preposterous.
No, she's not. I like Charlotte.
All right. Next matchup, we have Sami Zayn versus The Miz for the Intercontinental title. This was a really good match, Tony.
I hated it.
Really good.
I hated it.
What?
I hated it.
Why?
Didn't like it.
All
Nope.
right,
I hated
the
it.
The finish was bad.
The finish was very
match
bad.
was good.
The finish was very bad. I don't like what they're doing with Sami Zayn. I think that's what it boils down to.
No,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Sami Zayn looked like a punk in this match, to be honest. He did. He loses, Miz retains, and well, we're going to talk about what happened on Raw, but
I mean, but it was interesting in the way they did it. Sami Zayn gets the figure 4, the bell starts ringing, he thinks he won,
yeah.
and it's Maurice holding.
But that's Sami Zayn in a nutshell. That's how they've been treating him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you want to look at my lollipop? Nope. Oh, you take it back. So I mean, I just feel bad for Sammy. It's like either give him a push or send him back down to NXT. One or the other. Do something. So,
No.
Yep. All right. So what was next?
And then we have the Raw tag team versus the SmackDown tag team. Now this was crazy.
It was.
All right.
It really was.
Breezango gets eliminated after about 10 seconds because Fandango was giving out tickets for
Fashion police
violations.
Yeah.
And I turned for a second, and then I turned back, and the New Day got eliminated
Exactly.
in 10 seconds.
Exactly.
The team that has had the championship for over 400 days gets eliminated in 20 seconds.
Exactly.
You gotta explain this.
I was lost. I was lost when that happened. As much as I complain about New Day, because I don't like them,
Yep.
I was like, seriously? They're 400, how many days?
450 something, I believe.
450 something days, getting ready to break Demolition's record, which I hope they don't. And you eliminate them 10 seconds into the match after Breezango got eliminated. What is going on? What is going on? And it gets even more ridiculous on Raw.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So then, Gallows and Anderson eliminated a couple of teams. We had a couple of crazy flips from Heath Slater and Chad Gable.
Yeah.
Really cool moves. Then we ended up getting down to Cesaro and Sheamus against the Usos. Now, this part of the match, this was probably a great regular tag team match with these two teams. It was really good. Sheamus with the white noise off the top rope, and then he does Cesaro does a 619. It was pretty crazy. And then Cesaro reverses the submission from the Usos, and he turns it into the sharpshooter. I was like, wait, how did he? It was crazy, Tony.
How did he
do that?
I got to watch it again, but when I first saw it, I was like, oh, wow. I'm impressed. I was like, okay, sure.
And then Sheamus comes in with the save with the bro kick,
Yeah.
and Team Raw wins because of Sheamus and Cesaro.
Yep.
And you would think they would shake hands after this.
But they don't. So
But they don't.
they're still trying to run with that angle.
Silly.
It's dumb. Makes no sense. None at all.
As much sense as the finish of this next match with Kalisto versus Brian Kendrick for the Cruiserweight title and for the rights to the Cruiserweights.
Yep.
Now, what the heck happened? Because, again, this is another moment where I saw the captain's hook off the top rope from
Yep.
Brian Kendrick, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then it turned for a second, and the match was over.
Yeah. Yep.
So Baron Corbin came into the match, right? What happened here?
That's pretty much it. he attacked Kalisto from behind. They were outside the ring. He attacks him from behind, just beats the crap out of him. No. I'm sorry. He actually hit Brian Kendrick first.
Yeah, to get the disqualification.
Yeah, and then And then he went after Kalisto. So I mean, I don't know. It was just weird. It was weird. But I you know what? I had a feeling, and I should have said something, but I didn't. I had a feeling that he was going to interfere in this match. But the way, he was a good seller, I tell you, on that SmackDown before. He was a really good seller about his knee.
Yep.
So I was just like, maybe not. How are they going to run that angle? But sure enough, he was there. He interfered, and Brian Kendrick retained his title. So no title changes.
No title changes, and I believe we have the POV crew. We're right on every one of these so far. All of our predictions.
So far.
Then we had the Raw men versus the SmackDown men. Now, I'm getting sick of this. Why is Ambrose coming out last and not AJ Styles?
Exactly. I am so done with Dean Ambrose, man. It's like, dude, enough. Stop. You're not that much of a badass, so cut it out. I'm just so done. But you're right, though. Why would your champion not come out last? What are you doing?
The champion, not the Universal champion.
Exactly.
The champion. Shoot.
I'm telling you. Jesus, man.
Shoot. Well, we had some pretty exciting moments in this match.
Yeah. I mean,
we had...
It was all right. I mean, nothing...
It was long.
It was long, but they had to.
Yeah.
They had to. You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, it was 9 o'clock when this match started.
Oh, man. Jesus.
And I was like, oh, my God, they're already up to this match. What are they going to do? An hour? And they did an hour, man. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, my favorite moment, though, was James Ellsworth grabbing Braun Strowman's leg.
That was funny.
And keeping him from going into the ring.
I'm not going to lie. That is funny.
And Strowman throwing him off the stage. But what's even funnier, Kevin Owens gets disqualified. Your Universal Champion gets disqualified by using the list of Jericho.
Yes. Oh, boy. My goodness.
Oh, man. What were they doing?
I don't know.
And then speaking of what they're doing, we have a Shield reunion because Dean Ambrose, you're not a heel. A heel would give up on his team and attack your teammate. So he attacks his teammate, AJ Styles, and they do a Shield reunion powerbomb on AJ Styles, who gets eliminated.
Yeah. Nope.
Ridiculous.
So it's like in this matchup, they were treating their champions like dog poopy.
Yep.
And
then I think the best part is Roman Reigns is left with the new Wyatt family, Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. And he goes to spear Bray, and Randy Orton takes the spear.
Randy Orton takes the spear, yep.
And Bray Wyatt hits the Sister Abigail for the win for Team SmackDown.
Yeah.
Shocking. So they're going to keep this Wyatt family together.
I hope so.
Now you have to, right?
You have to. You can't break it up, yeah. But now my thing is, with this whole matchup, I did dug it. I thought it was good, except for those things that we pointed out. Come on, man. Those are your champions, man. Why would you eliminate Kevin Owens so early in the match, and then get Punk out AJ Styles? Why would you do that?
Yep.
Makes no sense to me. It made no sense. What really upset me the most was what the crowd was saying to Roman Reigns.
They booed him out the building, man.
Seriously, man. But saying Roman sleeping, there's nothing funny about that, man. I mean, I don't know, and I blame. All right, because put it this way, this is my whole complaint and rant. I'm trying to defend Roman, which sometimes he does screw up, but at the same time, what a lot of people's not realizing, and I'm using their excuse, okay, which is, but Vince is throwing Roman down our neck. He's pushing them down our throats and this and that. He doesn't earn that. He didn't earn this. He didn't earn. Okay, really? He didn't earn it? What about Dean Ambrose? What about Seth Rollins? They were part of the Shield too. You made a comment, Rick, a long time ago that every single main event match had a member of the Shield.
Yep.
Did everybody forget about that, or that's okay that he's throwing them two down our throats too? It's not just Roman Reigns. Stop it already. Everybody coming out saying this and this and this. That stupid chant that Toronto was doing was so disrespectful because Roman wasn't the only one in this match. But yet
We love you, Toronto.
No. Not today, because I'm upset. I am upset. You know? Yeah, you're out there to have fun. But you know what? Give the guy a break. Nobody's making any sense when it comes to Roman Reigns. Nothing.
Hey,
you can't say anything. You know, because it's like I said, when they stop putting Rollins and Dean Ambrose in the main event picture, and then they start doing that with Roman Reigns, then you know what? Go ahead. But until then, shut up! I'm angry.
Okay. Take a breath. Take a breath.
No.
So, you know,
I'm angry!
You want a piece of me? Because I'm pretty sick of your damn mouth.
Matt Novak, a great listener, and I was talking to him about the European crowds that we've been dealing with lately, about them chanting for Bayley and all this stuff, and he puts it on that they're just passionate.
Oh, really?
That's what it is. And and he also said, though, when he was in Vegas, the crowd was the same.
Really?
So are they amplifying the European crowds to make it seem? And I'm starting to believe that to be true. Maybe they're doing the same thing with Toronto because it was loud.
They were loud. They were loud. I don't know. I think they amplify it, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they probably are loud. I don't know. They probably are loud. We might have to take a trip to the UK and see for ourselves.
Yeah.
We'll do a live show out there, I guess. But no, I mean, I don't know.
No, but I get what you're saying, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, stop. You know, I hate it. I hate it when they say he can't wrestle. You know, come on. If he can't wrestle, he wouldn't be where he's at. So stop. Don't say that he does the same 3 moves all the time. No, yeah, you know what? So does Hulk Hogan. So does John Cena. So does Dean Ambrose when he does that stupid thing between the ropes. You know?
You're talking about the lunatic lariat?
Yes. Is that what it's called?
The lunatic lariat.
Oh, my Lord.
Listen, man, I'm comfortable enough with my sexuality to say it's because Roman Reigns is a dime. That's what it is. Seth and Dean, look at how they look. I mean, Roman Reigns, he's a hot guy, and you don't want to cheer for the hot guy. That's what the women are for. And
yeah,
the
but
kids, they love
explain
his
to, Rick, explain to me this. Why in the Royal Rumble that one year everybody got so pissed off because Roman Reigns didn't win?
That's the power of Vince McMahon. He knows what he's doing. Well, in that aspect, he didn't have a clue what he was doing.
No, he didn't.
Roman should have won.
He should have won it. And then what happens? He wins it the next year, and they both.
He's like, I don't know what you guys want. I'm giving you Roman the champ. Come on. Vince just lost it that year.
I think he did. You know, because even that one year too with the whole Daniel Bryan thing. You know, everybody got pissed off because Daniel Bryan should have won. Okay, I give you what you want. Daniel Bryan wins, and the crowd was happy. He does it again with Roman because the crowd was pissed. He does it. All right, well, you know what? Next year, Roman will win it. He wins it. They boom him out the building. I don't get it. I don't get it. So,
Listen.
I don't know. All right, so main event.
Main event, Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg.
Goldberg. I was shocked.
My God. A minute and 24 seconds.
This was crazy. That was preposterous.
Straight up.
Let me tell you something, man. I was shocked. Totally shocked. I don't know. I
was more shocked than the Shockmaster.
Oh my God, that's awful. that was bad, Rick. Come on, the man's trying to make a living. He's got a family.
He's hilarious, though. Check him out on Twitter, man. He's
really?
a hilarious tugboat. Yeah,
Fred Ottoman.
Yes.
I was shocked. I really was. But like you heard me saying the rumors earlier. I think I'm pretty sure that's why. I am. I really am.
Yeah.
I can bet the farm on that, and all I got is oranges. So. All right, now it's time for Rick Serrano III's Wrestling Joke of the Week. Take it away.
All right, whoa, I messed up.
Yeah,
I totally
did.
forgot my line.
You did.
Whew, what happened? Welcome back to to Rick Serrano's wrestling joke of the week. Today's joke is, why does John Cena do the 5-knuckle shuffle?
Why?
He's counting the number of moves he got.
You know what? I think maybe we would have gotten that one.
I know, right?
She's not here, and then you say a joke. Wow, you should have saved that for next week. Oh, man. Oh, my God. That was a good one, too.
Shoot.
That was a good one.
All right, people. If you have a joke, send it on in to our Wrestling POV podcast page on Facebook and at Twitter, and also on Instagram at Wrestling POV1 using the hashtag WPOV jokes. Oh my God, people. Send on our jokes. We got to laugh. We love laughing on this show.
Yes.
But you know what's no laughing matter?
What?
Raw notes.
Yeah, that's right. Raw notes. So, all right, the beginning, of course, after Survivor Series, Goldberg comes out, cuts a promo. Crowd was hype until the very last part. Did you hear what they were saying? What was up with that? What was up with that?
Bret Hart's career.
Well, good. Anyway. So anyway, but you notice how he quickly cut that off, dropped the mic, and broke out. So so basically, like in his promo, he was saying that that Stephanie caught him in the back and said, "Well, it looks like you did have one more jackhammer and spear, and yeah, how about a title run?" And he throws himself into the Battle Royal or the Royal Rumble, in January. So hey, we'll see.
Rumor has it Brock Lesnar will be joining him.
That I wouldn't doubt that that's what would happen. And it's no better place than the Royal Rumble match itself, because that way there's other interference within other wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? And there's because I called it too. Didn't I call it in the Survivor Series match where it was going to be Bray and who's the other one? Braun Strowman in the middle of the ring. Remember I said that?
Yes,
So
you did.
they're going to do the same thing with Goldberg and Brock in the Royal Rumble match itself. My prediction early. So
Wow.
that's real early. So that was it. Didn't see Goldberg the rest of the night. Then it was they stayed true to what they were saying. It was the tag team championship. It was New Day versus Cesaro and Sheamus. Oh boy, oh boy. The winners with New Day. And I got a big exclamation mark. Really? I mean, is the New Day healed now? What's going on with them?
Heelish. They were coming off heelish in their promo.
Very heelish.
And now the way they were laughing after they won because they cheated
Again. Yep. And you know what they should? Oh, you don't know how irritated I am with the New Day. Jesus, man. Their time is done. It's done. You know what I'm saying? That, some gimmicks last a long time. Some gimmicks, they just don't. And they just don't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I hate to say, but you look at a gimmick like John Cena. He's had that gimmick for how long?
Yep.
It worked. Bret Hart, your favorite wrestler of all time, had the same gimmick for how long? Years. And it worked. Hulk Hogan, same thing. Years. It worked. I mean, so there's some that didn't. The gobbledygooker didn't work. See ya.
The Barbarian. Oh, no, not Barbarian.
No.
Berserker.
Berserker didn't work. See ya. You know what I'm saying? The Trash Master. Is that what his name? The garbage guy? The garbage man, remember? Duke the Dumpster Drosy. You know? He was a garbage man. Didn't work. See ya. The one that I thought was hysterical, the Goon, the hockey player.
Oh my God.
Didn't work. See ya. Axe Moon. See ya. Bastion Booger. That one actually was hilarious.
That was
pretty
good.
So no, I won't bash him. But you know what I'm saying? Now it's New Day. Dude, your gimmick, it's not working anymore. To me, it's not. And I've been complaining about it for a while. So, but then I think later on they had the qualifier match for to see who's the new number one contender match, which is so freaking obvious. You know what I'm saying? So backstage, they did a weird skit with Enzo. Apparently Cass hid his clothes or locked him out. What number one? What was Enzo doing naked outside the door? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
So I don't know. It was that whole segment, that whole skit was just weird.
It wasn't appropriate either. I'm
No,
sorry.
it wasn't. I was just like, oh boy. All right. So then I guess it was supposed to be a match with Enzo and Rusev. That was just weird.
I just have to say, the disrespect towards Lana, man. I mean, I get it. I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to build something. But, yo, you come up to me and you tell me this story. I'm Rusev. You tell me, oh, we're going to have Enzo come up to Lana naked. Oh, yeah, really? And slap the taste out of their mouths. You got to be kidding me.
That's
Ain't
true.
going to happen.
Yeah. No, that's. I mean, he was obviously not naked. But at the same, no, I get what you're saying. I would have been like, no, no, because you know there was going to be some kind of sexual innuendo. You know what I'm saying? You knew there was going to be. I knew there was. And sure enough, there was. So, but it was obviously it was for a match later on between Enzo and Rusev. So the next match, it was Daivari versus Cedric Entertainer. Cedric Entertainer. Oh my God! What the hell, man?
You're not that far off because Cedric Alexander was acting like Cedric the Entertainer as he was pandering to the crowd.
Yeah.
Like nobody's business.
Nope. Yeah.
Like that was crazy. Like he was just looking for, dude, do what you do and wrestle because you're great at what you do.
Exactly.
Why are you trying to get these little applause for everything you do, man?
Yeah.
That was real stupid.
Yeah, it was. It was. So the winner was Cedric Entertainer. Screw it, I'll call him that. But I don't like what they're doing with Daivari either. I really don't. He's talented. You got something there with him. Use him well. Put him, get him out of the cruiserweights. To be honest, take him out of that. Put him in somewhere else.
Well, what happened to Jinder Mahal?
That is exactly. Oh my God, he was like a one and done, but he's still in the back in catering. Unbelievable. So up next, it was the highlight reel with Jericho. He cuts a promo on how upset he is because the use of his list was being used during the match. Kevin Owens comes out. They played off each other really well. They really got the crowd thinking that they were going to turn on each other, but they blamed on Roman Reigns. So I thought that was funny. Yeah, why not? You might as well. Everybody else does. So Seth Rollins comes out and he states that he wants his title shot and starts fighting Owens and Jericho. They get at Owens, and then Roman Reigns comes out and he saves Rollins. They start scuffling a little bit. Mick Foley comes out and makes a match between Rollins and Kevin Owens. No disqualification match. And Roman and Jericho is banned from ringside. So there again, main event for the title shot. Yep. Seth Rollins, former Shield. Nobody says anything.
Nothing.
Not a word. So up next, it was Enzo versus Rusev. Obviously, Rusev won. To me, yeah, he did. They treated Enzo. He treated Enzo like a jobber. So then it was the number one contender for the tag team. The what?
Before you continue, just now, so it's gonna be Rusev versus Big Cass. That's the story.
That's probably where they're gonna go with it.
Oh God! Rusev.
I thought one of the rumors that came up with was that I thought they were gonna turn him babyface. Don't look like anytime soon.
Nope.
Because obviously, they're gonna run with this feud for a while with him and Big Cass. So we'll see. So then it was for the number one tag team contenders. I'm sorry. The Golden Truth versus the Club. Obviously, you knew the Club was going to win.
How did the Golden Truth get a match like this?
I have no idea.
What did they deserve? How did
Exactly.
they deserve this?
But not only that, if Golden Truth would have won, you knew they weren't going to beat New Day. You know what I'm saying? So now the Club's back in it. Let's see what they do.
The thing is this now. Are they going to give the New Day a title shot every week now? They're going to have to defend every week until the championship, until they break the record?
Just to prove that they can do it. Or they deserved it because they have been defending the title. But truth be told, no, they haven't. So then it was Sami Zayn versus Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman won. Sami couldn't continue. Braun just annihilated him. As punishment, as Mick Foley says. for not winning the title and bringing it back to Raw. I don't know where they're going with this, to be honest. I really don't.
Makes no sense.
It doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, I don't know if they're trying to start a new storyline, but the way they're trying to build Strowman as a beast, why would you do that with Sami Zayn? I don't get it. I don't. So next segment, it was a Charlotte promo with Sasha and Nia Jax coming down afterwards. Sasha saying about her title shot. And then Nia Jax comes out and she goes, I got no beef with Charlotte, but I do got beef with you, Sasha. And they started duking it out. Bayley comes down to save the day. Didn't happen. Ends up turning to a tag team match. Nia Jax and Charlotte versus Bayley and Sasha Banks. Again, they made the champion tap out. Why?
Charlotte tapped out. You just had Nia Jax tap out the night before.
Exactly.
Have her tap out again.
Yeah. Yep.
Have Bayley put a leg submission on her and have Sasha put on the bank statement so that it looks like, oh, she's getting double teamed and she taps out.
And she taps out.
You have the champ tap again.
Yeah. Ridiculous. So we'll see where they go with this. I have a feeling it's going to be a triple threat, to be honest, in the next pay-per-view. We'll see. So then it was the Cruiserweight number one contendership for the Cruiserweight title. TJ Perkins, Noam Dar, and Rich Swann. Rich Swann won. I'm not getting into it. I don't like Noam Dar. I really don't. I hate him.
No.
I hate him.
He's terrible.
He's really terrible. And I hate Rich Swann, too. And I hate TJ Perkins. I hate them all. I don't like neither one of them.
You just can't handle Rich Swann.
No.
You can't handle it.
Yeah.
You can't handle it.
So the main event, Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins at no DQ. They were all over the building, fighting all over. They're all over.
Seth jumped off the balcony to the floor. That was pretty cool.
Brought it back to the old Shield days. And, it was pretty cool. It was to me, I thought it was funny when Chris Jericho came out in the mask and started attacking.
Now, did you see what mask he was wearing?
Sin Cara's.
And after the little problem they had
exactly,
a bunch of wrestlers jumped on Twitter.
Yeah. Oh, they did? They did talk about that?
Yeah.
That's hysterical.
Big E was like, yo, the Sin Cara mask.
But you know what? Nobody else got it.
Nope.
Nobody else got it. I didn't see anybody talk about it. But in case you guys don't know, Chris Jericho and Sin Cara, they got beef with each other.
Well, if you watch Third is the Word on YouTube, you would have saw that I discussed this moment where Sin Cara fought with Chris Jericho and Chris Jericho bit his finger.
Oh my God. So at the end of it, so with the help of Chris Jericho again, Kevin Owens wins. So the thing is, that they're gonna give Seth Rollins a rematch because Mick Foley strictly said that Jericho wasn't supposed to be there, so he showed up anyways. So that's
a good impression.
That's call me the impressionist. So, again, another Shield member in the main event. I don't know. I don't know where they're gonna take it. Hopefully, it'll be the last.
The rumor about this is that Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens are gonna fight.
Really?
And Roman's gonna go for the Universal title.
Yeah. So him winning the U.S. title was for what?
For nothing.
For nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. So that is your Raw notes for this week. So I think next week we'll decide a Raw versus SmackDown in the beginning of the show, and then we'll do another Raw versus SmackDown towards the end because the holidays are this week and we want to be with our families. Rick's flying out to Cali. And I'm flying to my house, and it's the holiday season.
What about me?
And I think, aren't you going back to Mexico?
I am not from Mexico. I'm from New York. This is a New York accent.
Oh, okay. My bad. Are you gonna go to Miss Piggy's house then?
Oh my this, Mr. Tony? She's married to Kermit.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, I hate Kermit. I want to fight him so bad because he thinks he's funnier than me, and he's not funnier than me.
Alrighty then. All right, so since you're there, Miguel, what do you have going on? Anything going on?
Well, seeing how Mr. Rick is going to California, leaving me with Josie for Thanksgiving, I guess I'm going to be staying home with Josie girl. Yay! But also, it's going to be the premiere of my new show, Square Circle News. We're going to discuss NXT, 205 Live, Ring of Honor, New Japan, and Lucha Underground.
Sweet. When's that coming out?
That's coming out on Thursday, Thanksgiving.
Wow, right on Thanksgiving. So you still get a Thanksgiving treat from the Wrestling POV?
And also, Mr. Tony, because we're not talking about SmackDown on this episode, we're going to discuss it on that show. Mr. Rick, you're going to be on, but I'm going to be in California. Mr. Rick, you're going to be on the show. SmackDown Breakdown will be on Square Circle News for this one episode only. You can't miss it. YouTube, check it out. Wrestling POV Podcast.
That's right. Enjoy. And I think that concludes the end of the show. Everybody out there, please have a safe and happy holiday. Spend it with your loved ones for this Thanksgiving. That is our Thanksgiving episode. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with the third wheel.
Rick's running over the third.
And our intern.
Miguel Cole.
Love, peace, and hair grease. Happy Thanksgiving from the Wrestling POV crew. We will see you next week.
Peace out.
Good night, everybody.
That's Mimi's line. Oh, Lord.